and welcome to another oil episode. Today's going to be very special because you can see I have a half black and half white canvas. So I'm just going to point a little bit for a second. Right here I've got a mixture of this yellow ochre mix that I made from Indian Yellow and Van Dyke Brown. Now I have that mixed in 3 shades. Right here's the darkest one, this is medium, and this is the brightest of the ochre mixes. And I have this middle ochre mix right here on the black gessoed part of the canvas that I put liquid clear on before I put the color on. Sorry. And then on here I just got the normal liquid white. So let's just get started. I'm going to start with Indian Yellow. Indian Yellow is transparent. That's why I used it to make the ochre color instead of Cad Yellow. Let's see. I want my brightest area right here. I want should have started here and then went upward. That's okay. I'll brighten it up in a bit. And pause for a second. Alright, I was just getting more Indian Yellow. I'm going to tap some more of that. And I'm going to come in here, just right here, and then go up. Liquid white and liquid clear there to make the canvas wet and allow us to blend color easy. Now, because I'm going darker, I'm going to go into this lightest shade of ochre now and go right here. See, there's not much of a difference, which is okay. And without cleaning the brush, I'm going to go into this medium shade of ochre. Just tap that in and go right here. Now I'm going to take that, go into the darkest shade of that ochre mix. Golden Seascape. I was going to call it that, but teach you how to paint it's kind of like a pirate ship with a knife. Hope that sounds interesting. Right, I think I'm going to add just a touch of Van Dyke Brown in this dark ochre mix. I want to be the darkest right here. I want it to be light, dark. There we go, that's starting to look like what I was going for. It's okay if it's not blended all the way, that'll just look like clouds of sorts. Maybe there's even a little stringy cloud there. There's another one there. You just put them wherever. Doesn't have to be difficult. Ready? Think I'm gonna add I'm gonna add the light area first. I'm gonna add the light, right? Let's see, what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use classic 1-inch brush and just go right to the titanium white and tap it in. Now, this is gonna look very soft. In fact, you may not even see it on camera, and that's okay because this is what I'm going for. Just a very, very soft light rays coming out of here. And have them symmetrical this way. It'll look coolest here in the dark areas. I'm not going to do this several times, and just just with these few rays. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take, sorry about that, I just added a bit of phthalo blue and crimson on my palette. So I'm going to make some lavender. I'm going to add some Van Dyke brown into that. What the heck? I want a very, very dark color. These light rays aren't just coming from the middle of nowhere, they're coming from dark clouds. And you can have it mixed to however you want. I add more crimson because the blue is much stronger than crimson. I'm going to just throw the rest of the Van Dyke brown in here. Maybe some of this stuff. This is going to look kind of purple, which is okay because it's going to match the pirate ship. Alright, that's good. I'm going to take this brush and go into it. Probably should have washed it before doing this, but it's so dark it's just going over that. Now I'm going to... Yeah. Just making circular strokes. Oh, I probably ran the colors across the screen already for you. I'm sorry I didn't say that before. But that was obvious. Maybe there's some clouds over here too. I wanted this to be a dark corner. Another stringy cloud there. Just circular strokes. Alright, now I'm going to take the 2-inch brush, because it's dirty, and just lightly blend out these clouds. I could have used the blender brush for this, but this step of the clouds, I think I actually want these a little, just slightly over blended. Not too blended though, because I still like having all those cloud details in it. Just the main bases of them though. The reason I added the crimson with the blue and didn't just use straight blue, because then I'd have green clouds. That looked, well, to me, kind of nasty in this color seascape. Now I'm just going to set these clouds in there. Oh, forgot to blend this guy. Alright. How's that for a quick sky? Now, time for the difficult part. The pirate ship. I'm going to take a... Well, it's already flat, so I'm just going to get a little roll of my knife. Kind of like that. And I'm just going to outline the shape. Kind of like we do the cabin. There we go. There's a line there. And this guy comes down to there. Okay, I think that is how I want it. You know what? I actually changed my mind. It's just a bit too short on this side. Yeah. All we're doing is blocking in color. I could technically still erase this ship, so we don't make mistakes. Just happy accidents, like Bob Ross says. I'm going to take this 3/4 inch brush. It's a lot smaller than the 1-inch brush, so it helps me get into these spaces, these tight spaces better. Alright. And we've got the main hull. I think that's what you call it. I ain't too sure though. Now we need a mast. So mast is in the center of the ship. This is what would almost be the front view. So I'm going to almost put my palette knife here. If this is going slightly to the right, so I'm going to put my mast here. Oops. That's okay. We can change that. Or make it thicker, you know. Whatever floats your boat. Ha ha ha. Hey, this is a bit of an old pirate ship. Hasn't seen its best days, but it can still float. It's time to add the main sails. I'm going to kind of outline this part too. I think I'm going to have 3 main sails. So actually, I probably need to make the mast even bigger. There we go. Now, if you could literally, to make this so much easier, if you want full sails, I'm going to show you how to do that, but if you wanted them closed, you could just leave 3 big lines like I just did that, and then take your script liner brush and just sort of make these swirly. Yeah, I'll explain it in another video when I do that. Anyway, there we go. There we go. This is completely off the top of my head. I probably should have made a sketch beforehand. Just imagined it and put it on canvas. It's that easy. Let's see. Now usually there's more than one, so I'm going to put the indication of another one behind it. So there's not just 3 main. Well, sometimes there is. It depends on the boat you're painting. So you could stop with that one or add more. I decided I wanted more. This one's just a little bigger. I do this with a slight curve because there's a slight breeze pushing that ship. Getting more knife, loading it the same way. That's why I have this rounded, or have it like a bit rounded here too. Trying to make it just a little even. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's had a bit of an angle. Now we're just blocking color like we did here. I'll smooth all that out. And there'd be another sail here too. Now I'm going to have one big one. It's probably not this much space between the sails, but it's my boat. I decide however many sails it has. And I say it has this many sails. If it looks it looks a little off to me, but you know what? I can change that too. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now I'm gonna add that secondary sail behind it. Maybe these sails are busted. And take the little edge of the knife and build, well, I guess it's what you call a crow's nest. I don't really know the parts of the ship that well, but I assume that's what it's called. Alright, now I'm gonna fix it up. Because these are sails, I'm gonna made it cloth, so I'm gonna sort of heck, I'm gonna make this boat move the center of it. This is just a basic idea. If I had planned this out, this would have probably worked a whole lot better. You know, it's just to give you an idea. Better check on the main camera. Ready? Sorry about that. I don't know why that thing likes to cut off. If you're a camera expert, I'd love to hear from you. It's not the battery and it ain't the memory. Actually, I did these sails just a little bit too big. Oh, the secondary sails are just barely visible behind the main one. Yeah, there we go. That's why it doesn't make sense. I need to change that center mast. And I can. Take the knife, scrape this off. Take 2-inch brush and turn him into a cloud. Ain't that the easiest cloud you've ever seen how to make? Take a little teeny flat brush and finish blending him away. Almost seems like cheating, doesn't it? Well, it's not. Okay, we said that this was too big. I'm blow this brush up. Come over here with it. You should almost have another sail, shouldn't you? Yeah, why not? I'm going to add just another sail right here. Actually, I should do this with a palette knife. Follow my own idea. Maybe there's not really a secondary sail on this one. Now, let's say that the new center of the ship is about... Well, I wanted it facing toward the right a little bit, but it looks like... too much here. Let's scrape all this off. Make this look way better. Oh, what the heck, it's my first boat. I'm going to leave it just like this. Well, so for that, it's gotta... You know what? I'm going to fast forward this part. Okay, I'm going to fix what? I'm going to make my center mast again. Oh, I had another cool idea. I can actually make this like misty right here. Like this ship's coming out of like some sort of fog or cloud. Yeah, that's a better idea. So you just see things when you're painting and it just sort of, you just sort of let your imagination run wild. Look, I got a definite shape going here, and it's sort of disappeared here. Yeah. Okay, now I think we should highlight this little boat. Actually, first I should fix the sails. And take some of this dark ochre, just a teeny bit on the knife, and just kind of, I'm going to use the little edge of the knife, and voila. Oops, went into some of that brighter ochre, but that's alright. I mean, our light's coming from the right, that's why I'm highlighting this side, these sides. Oof. Just bumped my easel. Alright. Wham. I'm going to let it kind of the light kind of disappear there. Well, maybe just a touch more. Maybe. Yep. Highlight a bit of the ship. Yeah, there's the main line. Take a bit of the Indian yellow. And I'm just going to sort of blend it out a bit into this. Looks like mist. Oh, got to re-put in my mast. Or my crow's nest. Okie dokie. Take just a bit of that color too. And wham. He's got a touch of highlight. I'm going to take some of this and put a definite line of a... This is the center line of this ship. Actually, the line's more like this. Just indications, anyhow. And this is my first oil painted, knife paint. This is my first knife painted ship. I wanted to blend that out a little bit. And I think that's it for the pirate ship. So now it's time to, well, pull this masking tape off. I should have mentioned earlier, this was to keep my horizon line straight. And take some of this medium ochre color and put it here. Forgot I had some white mixed in with that. That's okay. That's going to be the brightest area of the seascape anyway. And load it up with white and a bit of this Indian yellow. Now this part I'm really doing this, but smaller. This is going to be a pretty mellow little seascape right here. I'm going to take it and go, wow, and just start flicking some little waves and things. Sometimes you just gotta go back and look right at the front of your canvas. Blend that out in a bit. But notice how I'm leaving a bit of dark space for each one of these. And how I'm not going straight with them at all. For my first time, that's not a half bad looking bow, wouldn't you say? So I could probably sketch out a line there to follow it. Just like that. And then follow the line. Alright, I'd say that's good for little waves. So now I'm going to take, I'm going to pull this back. I'm going sideways with this one to make this wave far, far away. This one I'm going to curl up just a bit more, not much. Okay, maybe a little. Actually, I should blend that a little bit. Now here, I'm gonna really curl it a little bit. Now I'm going to have a bit of a monster wave here. Let's see, I'm going to sketch it out just a little bit. Maybe the eye of the wave is here, and that's where it comes down. So I'm going to load a bit more white and just go. This is a large wave. I'm going to add just a bit of the liquid white with it to make it flow better. And I said a giant wave, I wasn't kidding. Really curl this wave. I'm going to fix the top of that in a second, don't you worry. Fix him too. Going more white. And put it back in. Told you it would. Why would I? Just a bit more white. Liquid white. And this one goes right off the canvas. Now I'm gonna put a little splashy thing here. Yeah, right here too. here, the eye of the wave, and just do some little circular motions. I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to make it disappear here at the bottom. Just add a bit more white to kind of block in this little eye. Gently blend the base of those little foamy things. Now, it's time to really, I'm doing this curling motion thing, but I'm using the entire fan brush to make it, well, bigger. You didn't have to do that big wave if you don't want to. I'm letting this get darker and darker. So I might change my mind and have a bit of sand here. Who knows? Heck, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm doing? What I did here with the fan brush, I'm doing right here with the 2-inch brush. Right, and tap some white and just pull straight down for the sand. I did right here because, well, actually right here is the brightest, but you know. Alright. Yeah. So both of my cameras quit working, the phone and the main one. So I'm very sorry about that. But all I did was well, I did 3 or 4 things. I took a fan brush with some white and made some circular strokes to make sort of like clouds or fog at the base of the ship to make more of that misty effect below it. It was just like making the clouds with the 1-inch brush at the top, but I did it below the ship with a fan brush. And then I made a little wave, like not the big wave, but the other ones. I made that same one with white and just white and went below, and it was in between the sand and the monster wave just to bring it together. And then I also put a little bit of highlight on the main hull of the ship, just a tiny bit, not really much to make it noticeable, but just so you can tell that it's a little bit of definition there. So very sorry about that. Don't worry, I'll definitely have a bigger SD card for my phone and by the next oil episode. Now I'm gonna let the other me take over. Apologize for that little bit because my phone stopped filming because I ran out of storage. Yet another reason you should subscribe to this channel so I can buy more SD cards, bigger ones. So thank you very much for watching. It really helps a lot. Also, if you like, share, and subscribe, because if you subscribe, you should subscribe if you want to see more painting videos. Anyway, I'm glad you dropped by, and I hope to see you next time. So happy painting and goodbye, my friend.